Hey everyone, I'm trying to make a really quick blog post for you guys about where things are at. I'm in the middle of a med cycle right now. It's been a little over a month since I've had my IV line removed, and I'm on an oral antibiotic protocol right now, and I've been packing the last few days because we are heading to a clinic across the ocean in Switzerland. It does sound really crazy, but my husband's family is also from Switzerland, so we have a lot of family ties there, and it's been, had my mother and father-in-law actually go to the clinic because they were visiting in Switzerland at the time we kind of started thinking about this, and they've talked to friends of theirs who are doctors, and we have some pharmacist friends and some nurse friends, so altogether I've had a lot of positive feedback in that regard. Anyway, so I really just wanted to pop on here because so many people are asking, well, what are they going to do while you're there? I don't have a great answer because it's all new to me. I'm in Canada. All I really know is Western medicine, and so I can't explain in really good detail what's going to happen. I'm going to be reading from the side of my screen because I've already done this in a blog post. So if you want a little bit more, you can go to my website. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and sum it up. The information I'm paraphrasing actually came from Dr. Rao, the medical director of Paracelsus. He has a book. It's called The Swiss Secret to Optimal Health, and he has a really small section in there about what the clinic does. So I just have to scroll back up here. So on the 18th and 19th of December, I'm having a 2-day assessment first at the clinic where they'll do things such as live blood analysis. They take a live blood sample and put it on a slide and look at it under a microscope. Thermography, so they're measuring temperature points at like 119 different locations on the body. Heart rate variability, it gives us information about our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, so that's the part of us that works without us having to think about it. So our breathing, our digestion, those sorts of things. They also do other diagnostics such as hair mineral analysis, thermography, as well as just regular blood work. And then for some of the therapies they use, I'm going to try and be really quick explaining these too. But they use various infusions, ozone therapy, acupuncture. They use Chinese meridian theory. They do have a holistic dental department. So if you've ever heard about cavitations and Lyme disease, the bacteria can actually get into pockets in the jaw. So for myself, I've had all 4 wisdom teeth removed, so we're expecting that I might have some bacteria hiding in those spots because the Borrelia bacteria, the Lyme bacteria, can drill their way in through bone and whatnot. And then once they get into a space like that, it's actually great for them because there's no blood supply going there. That's why we can't kill it with an antibiotic. You need to get in there and physically clean it out. Yeah, that's part of the treatments that potentially someone might get. I'll be assessed by a dentist and they'll check it out. They use hyperthermia, so they heat you up to about 40 degrees. You're monitored. It's a controlled environment. Colon cleansing and restoration of our intestinal flora. And this is something I hope to talk more about one day when I'm feeling better and I can start giving back to this Lyme community. As a registered dietitian, there's been a lot of things throughout my journey that I've been able to put in place for myself, and I really believe it's got me through the worst of it in the way that it has. I haven't had any GI issues through 17 months on antibiotics. Gut health is huge. It's a huge topic, but if you didn't know this, up to 70% of our immune system actually lives in our gut. So it's really important to have a good, healthy balance of intestinal bacteria, and it's not things just like antibiotics that can damage it. There's a whole bunch of other factors, but like I said, that's for another time. Other therapies they use are infrared saunas, different vitamin and mineral supplements, and then they do a lot of isopathic, homeopathic, and Chinese herbal remedies. They use neural therapy, which stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, myoflex therapy, which is a type of osteotherapy, as well as psychological counseling. So it's kind of like my really fast, quick speaking summary in a nutshell from what I know. I will start back at the clinic after they do my assessment in December. I will start the beginning of January, and it will likely be 2.5 to 3 weeks. I hope to get one good blog post up with an update in the middle. I likely won't get on YouTube. I don't imagine I'll have a great internet connection, but definitely check my website out somewhere in the middle of January if you're really curious. And other than that, when I'm back, I'll try and break it out into a whole bunch of blog posts. This is something I didn't find a lot of information on when I was doing my search. It's comforting to know what other people's experiences when you're trying to wrap your head around these things. And if this clinic is something you're considering, I'd like to be able to paint a picture for you. Ultimately, all these things are your choice, but I think it helps to be able to kind of put a face to it, hear a story or two. But yeah, that's about it for now. So stay tuned, I guess. Thanks, guys.